Every workout program you follow was built for a 5'10" guy. And if you're over 6'3" and over like me, you've basically been training your entire life with the wrong blueprint. It took me over 12 years of professional basketball and another 6 to transform from 98 kilos to 128 to finally understand what actually works for a tall frame and what doesn't. So today, in this video, I'm gonna break down why every program has been quietly working against you, the science behind these programs, and the actual cues that work for tall people, and how you can implement that and use it to your advantage. Let's get into it. When we're talking about the bench press, if you're 6'3" plus, you need to understand that you go by a different set of rules. Everything matters, from positioning on the bench, positioning your hands on the bar, the range of motion, the tempo of your motion, etc., etc. So today I'm going to show you the cues that I use that got me from 98 to 128 kilos. Let's get into it. First things first, I'm going to make sure that my eyes are directly under the bar. And then once my eyes are under the bar, very simple. Put your thumbs together, spread your palms, measure to length, and that's where your grip is. Bar off, and from here, nice and easy to your chest, back up. This happens at this tempo. I don't want to see people from here pressing with a narrow grip or none of that nonsense. I'm here, locked in, drive to my chest, nice and easy, back up to my chest, back up with a full stretch of your pec. It's as simple as that. These small adjustments, as measuring the distance on the bar, making sure that you go through your full range of motion and get the stretch here, back up, that'll make all the difference. Forget about all the ego lifting that you do with your friends, try to see how much you can put on the bar that will hurt your shoulders and all that nonsense. You are in the business of building a tall frame. This is how you do it. Next one, we are moving on to deadlift. One of the most important compound movements ever when you're trying to build a frame, strength, and also be healthy at the same time. It's a hip hinge movement, activates about 625 muscles in the body. And if you're tall like me, this is a non-negotiable. So forget about the hunchback, forget about the silly weight you put on the bar, trying to destroy that back. And we are going to focus on recruitment, hinge at the hip, and full range of motion. That is the only way you can grow a strong, tall frame. If it's not like this, I don't want to hear it. Let's get into it. On the descent part, a lot of you round your shoulders and keep your butt in place instead of hinging back. You don't go full, you just go to your knees and then you try to lift as much weight as possible. That is a recipe for disasters, my friends. So, first things first, chest up, shoulders locked in. Imagine you are closing your quad over with your bum. So I'm going to hinge back by sliding the bar on my quads and try to get full range of motion, to get a full stretch on my hamstrings. That is the only way you can perform this movement and get the right stimulus to grow your muscles. Nice control, 3 seconds on the way down, full stretch, recruit, and come back up. If your movement doesn't look like this, back to the gym and try to perfect it, because this is a lifetime movement. You use this probably over 50 times on a daily basis. Not actually lifting a bar, but this movement incorporates into your life. Next one up is a squat. Now, here, you need to pay the most attention because the risk of injury is quite high. And if you're trying to lift like you're 5'10" with a lot of weight on your back, you might end up in the hospital. So your usual shoulders width stance, that doesn't really apply to you if you're 6'3" and over. The same, if we're talking about keeping the bar on your neck, forget about that. That is a recipe for disaster. The bar should be held between your shoulders on that shelf and always with your elbows under the bar. That way, you protect your back and all the movement goes through your legs. I'm going to demonstrate you exactly what that would look for somebody at 6'8". The bar is already set on my back, not on my neck. My elbows are under the bar, they're not flared out or way too back to push me back. And now, let's talk about the positioning of my legs. I'm not going shoulders width, right? I'm gonna go a little bit further than my shoulders, and I'm gonna point my toes out. So my hips have where to drop. And from here, I'm gonna engage my core, gently descending into my squat, pause for a second, and I'm back up. If I do this with a normal width, look how short my range of motion becomes just by showing me my base. From here, that is as much as I can go without tilting forward and injuring myself. So, shoulders width apart, elbows under the bar, bar on your back, engage your core, chin up, open the knees on the way down, pause for a second, and I'm back up. Now, this should give you a good idea of what it means to be tall on the gym floor and how you should prepare work according to your height. And again, I want to say this to you guys. If you're over 6'3", do not get frustrated that you're not seeing the results that you want to. You're probably not using the right tools. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you are willing to adapt, learn, and overcome, the results will come. So don't beat yourself about it. Just understand that you fall into a different category when it comes to working out. If you're over 6'3" and above, and you've been spinning your wheels your entire life with programs that weren't built for you, this is where you start. And if you're on a program that's built around your weight, height, joints, and schedule, that's exactly what I do. You got the link in the description. See you on the next video.